What are you doing here? Excuse me? Hey, you licking other people's pee, is it? Hey, you. Hi. Personally, I use Surfshark VPN whenever I travel. I would always make sure to turn on my VPN when I access public Wi-Fi in places such as hotels and airports. This helps encrypt my data and safeguard my privacy. When browsing the web for travel info, I also make sure to turn on Surfshark's Clean Web feature, which helps block pesky ads and pop-ups. Not only does it make the browsing experience better, it also helps me save on my mobile data. And we all know how important mobile data is when we are traveling. Unlike most other VPNs, Surfshark allows unlimited devices to be connected under one account, making it super cost-effective for households with multiple devices. Their price plans start at very affordable rates, and you get 4 extra months when you purchase their plans at surfshark.com/udays. I'll leave the link in the description below, so please do try it and let me know how it goes.
Kem dâu hay sao? Kem gì? Kem dâu đúng không?
First,
cái này với cái này là một cái
from 1 to 2 days only. So they learn this technique from Japan. To make it is quite simple. When the fruit is nearly ripe, the color is changed from the green to yellow and orange, 37 degrees Celsius. So it can dry the persimmon. Everyone. Go ahead. Take them up. Like the right one. This one is sour. Yeah. So it's up to you. You can walk around or if you want. Cà phê muối. Black coffee with sugar, no sugar. Hot one, hả? Cà phê đen nóng không đường.
So I just woke up from a nap and I'm waiting for my Grab car. Initially, I was planning to do something more exciting like go to the Tanla waterfall and try the alpine coaster. But physically I can't because I woke up at 3 a.m. and I'm still very, very tired.
Bye.